let's go. Yeah.
Good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need the G-Wagons. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sentence. That good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need the G-Wagons. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sentence.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock's crashing. Like an IPO trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now the king left and they so mad, it's like
good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need the G-Wagons. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sentence. That good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need the G-Wagons. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sentence.
yeah, hey, look what I got. New whip with no top. Cooking up, no stove top. Ice cold, no snow drop. Big budget ass, big facts. Big money in the contract. Been running, no contact. New record with the new tracks. Yeah, they been sending me new plaques. I don't really need new plaques. Nah, big rock with the suplex. Yeah, new rock got a new flex. Yeah, I'm current, I'm a new trend. Now boys with the full scent. Yeah, like I said, no new friends. We don't really need new friends.
Good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need the G-Wagons. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sentence. That good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need the G-Wagons. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sentence.
Man, it's too early in the morning for this shit. But let's get it. Yeah.
Ay, all of y'all talking, but I just went. Papa Swole, put nuts on they chin. Like Everson K2 get mounds of cash. Looked in the crowd, saw my name on the ass. You made them bands, now your money is spent. I stash away about 40%. Empire with honey like I'm Gary V. My bennies are blue, but the product is green. I'm dropping slappers to hell with an album. Might fuck around and go see Jimmy Fallon. I multiply while you bury your talents. Cause I'm like a hawk when I bury my talents. Guess what I'm saying? I pray on these niggas. There was a day when I'd pray for these niggas. Now I got nothing to say to these niggas. I pray that God does away with these niggas. I keep my friends close, but my enemies closer. My mental is gross, but my verses are kosher. These girls going wild, but I'm not a poacher, so I just keep shining like Elon, I'm solar. All of y'all talking, but I just went. Papa Swole, put nuts on they chin. Like Everson K2 get mounds of cash. Looked in the crowd, saw my name on the ass. You made them bands, now your money is spent. I stash away about 40%. Empire with honey like I'm Gary V. My bennies are blue, but the product is green. Gotta make this money, only game I know. I'm the only king, this ain't no Game of Thrones. Everybody wanna be a fucking king until it's time to do what a king does. Everywhere I look, it's just kids and drugs. Everywhere I look, it's just gangs and thugs. Can't tame the guns, can't save our loved ones. I grew my funds and I called the plug. Then I filled my lungs, I don't mess with that new shit. Y'all talking tough, but ain't none of y'all do shit. Y'all chasing money, you want the exposure. Y'all think y'all funny and snake Gucci loafers. I don't give disclaimers, I rap full disclosure. These niggas all think they were born in October. The only thing different between you and I is that I also have stacks on plus stacks when I'm older. Stacks when I'm older. Yeah, stacks when I'm older. The only thing different between you and I is that I also have millions in cash when I'm older. All of y'all talking, but I just win. Papa Swole, put nuts on they chin. Like Everson K2 get mounds of cash. Looked in the crowd, saw my name on the ass. You made them bands, now your money is spent. I stash away about 40%. Empire with honey like I'm Gary V. My bennies are blue, but the product is green.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Go to the fucking gym.
The North Pole, them are fighting words, partner. Put them up.
Ho, ho, ho. Go fuck yourself. Yeah, you want me to put something in your stocking? Take a step back.
Swole Normuth.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
What's going on, beaches, booshes, bustas, hustlers, and yo-hos? It's your boy Papa Swole back with another episode. In today's episode, the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Eversting K2, flexing on all you beaches. What's going on, fam? Welcome to the show. Thanks for being here. Come one, come all. Let's make some sick fucking gains. Drop in the comments down below. What are you smashing today? Thanks for being here. It's 3512, not 3508. Let me get this.
Matt Damon.
Falcon, I fucking told you. If I told you once, I told you 1,000 times. There we go. 3512. It is Tuesday, the 16th, and today we are rocking some amazing Swole tunes. As you know, we dropped that yesterday, so now they're available over there. Let It Grow is our first initial drop. It's available on papaswolio.com. We do have Pinkston Churchill with the Swole Tunes card, so drop Swole Tunes in the comments down below for a chance to win today's Swole card. We'll give it away at the end of today's episode. That looks great. Excellent. And of course, we have the Sexy Beach. Let me get that beach into focus. All right, Swole Tunes. Drop that in the comments down below for a chance to win the Swole card. Fam, it's time for the tip. Without further ado, let's get into some of those awesome posts. We got some merch to kick it off, so let's do it. I said let's do it. Where's the tip? Falcon, did you hit the button? We'll do it again. We'll do it again. Hit the button. Babe, just an inch, just an inch. It's cold outside. That goddamn bird. All right, we got some merch in the wild. Let's kick it off with Smiley. Smiley in the house.
What's in the box?
I love the hashtag, dude. Papa Swolio is watching indeed. papaswolio.com. He's rocking Swole Hub in the mirror, looking swole. Swole's the goal, obviously. Go make some sick fucking gains. Maybe you can't take your shirt off. Maybe it's not nip season. It's always nip season down here in Florida. So either move where you don't have to be bundled up like a fucking Eskimo all year long, I mean, obviously not all year long, but you need to rock the guns. Let the nips breathe. Let the guns free. Get yourself some Swole Hub merch. Buy one, get one 50% off, by the way. Buy one, get one 50% off over on papaswolio.com. Go and check out all the specials. All right, we got some Swole Fan posts from the app. You can join us over at swolenormousx.com. And this is looking good. This is looking good. This is not Rate My Meal. We're not doing Rate My Meal yet. We will do some Rate My Meal. But this is a beautiful plate. It's a beautiful plate.
What's in the box?
I'm jealous. I'm jealous. I want this in my belly. James says, deer meat, little mashed avocado, and 3 runny yolk eggs. Meat and eggs cooked in grass-fed butter. Deer and beef the rest of the week with one night for swine. Thick-ass pork chops. Gorillas for you.
I give it a 10. A 10. A fucking 10.
All right. All
And
right.
that's the way, I like it. Casey on the sunshine.
All right, that's a good start. You can see how the inner Swole fam, you can see how members eat, and then we're going to go on to some Facebook responses, and you know it's going to be like cottage cheese. It's going to be cottage cheese and green pepper sandwiches, and you're going to have, I don't know, you're going to have all sorts of shit there. So before we get there, let's just appreciate this while we have it, because you know it's not going to last when we get to Rate My Meal. Leslie, another awesome post. Giving Smiley Christian a run for her money. Another dark and early Friday session. Hit the weights, did some cardio on the forbidden spin bike. Ooh, finished it all with a Swole in 7 core. You don't have time, you make time. Hashtag no excuses, dark and early. Most people don't. Flex Friday. Swole merch. Proof of Jim. Look at that merch. Plank Sinatra. That is an absolute classic. That is an absolute classic. I love it. Aww. I love it. Let's get America for Fuck yeah! That looks good. That looks good. That looks good. Plank Sinatra, the smile. And if you don't know, Leslie, this is probably taken at 2:30 in the morning. You know, a lot of you are going to sleep. You're getting off shift. Leslie just finished her workout. Always impressive. Always impressive. The dark and early. The dark and early gains. But that's how we like it here in the Swole fam. We like it. We like it a lot. All right, fam. Without further ado, take a deep breath. How we doing? Let's take a look at the chat. If you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. We're live on Rumble. We're live on YouTube at The Daily Swole. Of course, make sure you smash the like button. Leave a 5-star review on Spotify, Apple Podcast, anywhere you bang your ear holes. We are here all the time helping you make sick fucking gains. And if you're in the gym, it's the best podcast to bang your ear holes with, because we make sure you get those extra reps, right? We make sure we get it done. Let's see. Fam, it's time. It's time for Rate My Meal. Let's do it. Always risky. I'm very tentative to put this out here. It's always risky. Rate My Meal is always risky. You never know what you're going to get. Life's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
My name's Forrest Gump.
We're going to get some cottage cheese, Jenny. All right, first one from Dove Whidden. Seared chicken breast with air-fried Brussels sprouts. Bell peppers, onions, and mushrooms. Okay, I'm just going to say, hey, rate my meal. I'm going to rate the right half of your meal. I'm also going to rate your fluorescent purple hair. We'll leave that aside. I'm assuming there's probably a out of focus septum piercing to go with the hair. Just saying. Chicken, nothing wrong with that. I cannot stand Brussels sprouts. I can't stand Brussels sprouts. My stomach hurts just looking at that. So anyway, have you noticed that it's always a theme? If you're watching the show or you're new, you might not, you haven't seen enough episodes, but there's a theme in the last couple of weeks where it's literally been green peppers. And then there's a theme where it's cottage cheese and everyone's, I guess, eating the same thing. I feel like everyone looks at what everyone else is posting. Ooh, I'm going to eat cottage cheese too. There's just this kind of trend overall. It's interesting. Yeah, I need some beef. Need some beef and whatever the stuff is on the side. Where's the sweet potatoes, white rice, something. Get some quality carbs, some veggies. Look, if your stomach doesn't get torn up by that, all right. But I will say that most people's stomachs will get torn up by that. They just don't know because they're eating it all the time. Your body is kind of created like a little defense mechanism around it. But that just hurts my stomach looking at it. That's just me. But the chicken, no worries. At least you're making home cooked meal. So we are in favor of that for sure. Esteban El Squacho. Papa Swolio. I'm eating ribeye in a cast iron skillet. and a medley. Oh, I like that term. Medley of roasted veggies. All right. Looks damn good, yeah? The steak does. You can smell it, can't you? My house still smells of it. Fucking delicious. I agree. The steak looks good. I'll leave the rest. Steak looks good. Steak looks good. Linda, haven't cooked her yet. Free range chicken. Oh my God. You're just taking a picture of a chicken. That looks like a trick. That looks like 2 ounces of beef. There's no purpose. No purpose of cooking that. No purpose of cooking that one. You're not getting much food. That's a snack. That's a snack. Keep the eggs. Keep the chicken. Keep the hen. Is that a hen? Yeah. Keep the eggs. You're getting more value for the eggs. That's one meal. It's not a lot of meat there. You can look at that. Look at that bird. Look at that bird, and you tell me you can survive off that. Haven't cooked her yet. Good sense of humor. I love it. Eat that shit. If she's not laying eggs, get rid of it. Eat it. Eat it. Nellie says breakfast at lunchtime. I fast in the morning, 2 eggs, 1/3 cup of egg whites, whole wheat toast, half a kiwi, vanilla flavored. I know. Greek yogurt with berries. I know. Yeah. Anytime you have yogurt that's flavored, it's destroyed. If you guys don't know that, like all the infused flavorings and sugar, it destroys the quality of the yogurt. So make sure you don't get flavored yogurt. You really want to get raw yogurt. You really don't want to get anything with added flavors or stripped of the fat, that kind of stuff. So just putting that out there. You never want any kind of fruit added or flavored yogurts. Current goals, shred fat and gain muscle mass on a calorie deficit. Well, I'm just going to leave that there. Good luck with shredding fat and gaining muscle mass on a calorie deficit. Very, very hard to do and unlikely unless you have a ton of extra body fat. But this is very common. People wanting everything at once, trying to do everything. But you're eating good. You're eating good. If you're trying to shred fat and build muscle in a calorie deficit, you probably don't need the fasting, because breakfast at lunchtime, you fast in the morning. That's not fasting. You're just not eating first thing when you wake up. So without knowing all the other context, all right, good food. Excellent. Let's look at your training protocols. And remember, Nelly, you're not building muscle if you're not getting stronger. So that's really important. And the issues with a calorie deficit are when people cut carbs or they're trying to eat less because they want everything at once. You're not going to be necessarily fueling your workouts. So you're not building muscle if you're not getting stronger. And what people do is they eat in a serious calorie deficit, or they cut their carbs a lot and they're drained and they lose weight. And they're like, oh, I'm losing weight, when they're actually losing muscle. And then they wonder why they're not getting the body that they want. They feel like shit and they feel tired and they feel drained. So if your numbers aren't going up, and if you have extra body fat to lose, you can build muscle and trim off some extra body fat. But you really have to make sure your training is proper. If you're not providing a proper stimulus and you're not getting stronger, then it's your sleep, it's your volume, it's your frequency, it's your intensity, it's all those things. So if you're not getting stronger, not building muscle, make sure that you are factoring that in. So don't just go by the scale, because people eat less, like, wow, I'm losing extra fat. You're actually losing muscle mass. So be mindful of that. Okay. We got one more. One more. Tamara. Cucumber slices, shredded carrot, shrimp, half tilapia fillet, bell pepper. The fuck is with the peppers, man? What's with the fucking peppers, man? Avocado and cauliflower rice topped with a little sriracha sauce. What the fuck are we eating, man? What the fuck is this? And it hurts me a little bit, because I'm not trying to insult someone's attempt to eat healthy, but this is an issue. It's just very frustrating. It's frustrating to see, like, cauliflower rice. What are we doing? Eat rice. Rice is fine. It's not, shredded carrots. That's nothing. You're filling your stomach up with stuff. You're filling your stomach up. You're going to be full, but you're not extracting quality nutrients from this. All right. Cucumber slices. Okay. Avocado, fine. What was that? Tilapia? What else did you have there? Shrimp, tilapia and shrimp, bell peppers, and the sriracha sauce, like that kind of sauce and those kinds of preservatives. A lot of stuff in there that you don't need. All those sauces and dressings and things. You should be using your own seasonings and making them from scratch, in my opinion. Most of those things have a lot of preservatives and, you know, it's just concentrated nonsense. And also a lot of spice and peppers and stuff can poke holes in your gut and lead to leaky gut and other issues and acid reflux and other indigestion, inflammation. So this is very common with things like peppers and nightshades and spicy foods. So, you know, you could tell this is another calorie counting thing. And no offense, but in the picture, you know, she has a lot of fat to lose. So if we're eating foods that really are devoid of dense nutrition, then you have to create all these fillers. Let me just zoom in on the picture, right? You're having cucumbers because there's nothing in them. You're having shredded carrots because why? You know, you're having red peppers. Okay. Seriously, get those things off your plate. This is my take on it. People need to go carnivore, more carnivore when you're trying to. I'm not saying you have to go literally carnivore, but the vast majority of people would benefit tremendously from going extreme, like I wouldn't say extremely, but going very, very far towards carnivore or complete carnivore, very animal based, and getting rid of the vegetables and most of the fruits and these types of things in order to reset. Because if you're getting quality proteins, quality fats, and you're filling in with quality carbohydrates and fruits and stuff and lower glycemic index things that are not going to impact your blood sugar in the same way, getting off ultra processed breads like whole wheat bread, either doing sourdough or using some other types of, you know, quality carbohydrates. You just need to go back towards the nutrient dense food. And the reason why you need sriracha is because none of that has flavor. Avocado has no flavor. It has avocado flavor. I like it. I like avocado. You just put some salt on it and I eat it. But when your taste buds are reset, when you're eating quality nutrient dense food, you actually taste the flavor of foods. And most of these things don't really have any business being on your plate aside from a garnish or it makes it look colorful. So from the red peppers, cucumbers, carrots, I'm just going to say it. There's no nutritional value that is worth the stomach space that takes up. So tilapia, shrimp, okay. You know, generally quote unquote weaker foods, things that don't have a lot of like, you know, quality fats in them, just better choices. I mean, I would rather people eating chicken and grass-fed beef and stuff like that. Nothing really wrong with this for a meal, but as a staple, you don't have enough carbohydrates. And then what happens is people crash. People crash, or they're chronic, or they're thirsty, or they're not getting enough nutrition, or they're low on carbs. And then what happens? They feel hungry and they cheat, or they need to add a lot more sauces and things to stimulate themselves. So in terms of a flavor profile, people use seasonings and not seasonings, but like dressings and stuff to add variety. And you're getting a lot of canola oil, sunflower oil, safflower oil. You're getting a lot of stabilizers and cornstarch and fillers and preservatives and stuff like that. It's complicating stuff. Like Cerny says, eat the meat and quit complicating shit. You're complicating stuff. And the reason why we're doing Rate My Meal is not for me to be like, tomorrow, you're doing it bad. You're going to die because you're eating. No, but this is just being aware. If you do the elimination diet and you follow the 7 pillars and you actually focus on the nutrient quality first and the nutrient density of these foods, you're not getting what you think you're getting from vegetables. You're not getting proteins from bread. You're not getting protein from vegetables. You're not getting usable carbohydrates. A lot of these, you know, vegetables are just insoluble fiber, and you eat it, you chew it, you feel full, and then you're not getting anything, extracting anything from it. And then you're getting all the sprays and the GMOs and everything that's usually on these vegetables. You really just need to eat meat and then fill in the gaps with some carbohydrates like meat and fruit, or meat and some rice, some potatoes. Keep it simple, and you don't need a lot of them. You don't need a lot of them. But obviously there's a lot of other factors in these people's lives. So if you just focus the money on the meat and the eggs, you know, and things like that, all this other stuff and fluff, it just becomes that. If you stop thinking about these things as, ooh, I need to eat the rainbow. I need my plate to have all these colors. Because people see that, oh, it's orange and it's red. It's irrelevant. It's really just a psyop. It's not something that's really benefiting you. And until you do it, it might sound like I'm demonizing fruits and vegetables. Well, I'm not demonizing fruits, but most vegetables should fuck all the way off. You're not getting what you think you are from them. And I'm not saying you can't eat them. And there are also ways to prepare them. So if you're preparing vegetables in a certain way, maybe you're sauteing them or you're pressure cooking them. You will, if you have issues with vegetables or certain things when you're eating them raw for obvious reasons, if you cook them, it can make it a little bit more easily to digest. Or pressure cooked, it can break down, the cellulose. It could break down, some of the lectins and stuff like that that might cause you issues. So maybe a certain way of preparation allows you to digest these things. But if you need to do things a certain way to be able to even digest it, should you really be consuming it? Is it really valuable? You have limited real estate in your stomach. Why don't we want to put the most usable stuff in there? You don't want to just feel full because you ate styrofoam. You want to make sure you're eating nutrient dense food so you could feel great, feel light, and then get on with your day. All right, fam. Questions. Let's go.
Hello, baby.
Speaking of nutrition, let me get some vegan tears in there. Speaking of nutrition, there we go. Oof. God, those are always salty. I never expect them to be that salty, but they always surprise me. Live questions. Holy crap. Here we go. Mpalag05. There we go. Is taking amino acids actually helpful or is it just marketing? Well, amino acids are in food. So BCAAs and stuff like that, yeah, it's marketing. You don't need them. I don't take a BCAA product or an essential amino acid. You don't need that. Maybe if you do, maybe there might be some research on endurance or marathon or triathlons and stuff like that. If you're doing long, higher, long duration is not high intensity, but really a lot of expenditure, or you're doing 50 miles on a bicycle and you're doing that kind of endurance training, maybe some of those things can help some muscle wasting or this, that, and the other. You have those carb gels and stuff that you need to refuel. And you can have that with your intra workout and stuff like that. But I don't take any amino acids aside from what you're getting in meat or whey protein or things like that. So an extra supplement I don't take. So everyone else can have their own opinion, but I think it's a nonsense. I've never noticed any benefit from taking it. And I used to take that stuff over the years, but I haven't for a long time. Mark, I know you said you write down your workouts in a journal. Was wondering, do you hold on to them or throw them out when the journal is full? No, I keep them because when I have the next one, sometimes I need to reference the previous one. But I don't organize them and have them all lined up. I probably have them somewhere, but once I move past one, I really don't go back and look. Like the ones from college or a long time ago, if they exist, I don't know where they are. So I know some people save some of that stuff, but it's like, I don't need to go back and look, I used to curl 20 pounds. I don't care. I don't care so far as I know if I do an exercise, I want to know what I was doing. If I did it 2 months ago or 3 months ago, I want to know that. What I did 3 years ago, I don't care. So I don't actively throw them out, but they might be laying around somewhere, the last couple ones that I have. I don't have some people save everything. It's like, I don't need to. I just want to know what I need to do today. All right. Let's do this one. Maine Marshall on Rumble. Papa Swole, I finally grew my beard for a month, but I shaved yesterday. Am I retarded? Yes. In that moment, I think I may have been. Growing your beard for a month is like saying, hey, I worked out yesterday. Did I build muscle? I've been working out for a week. Do I have results yet? Are you trying to grow your beard? If you try to grow your beard, then cutting it is not what you want to do. Are you trying to grow your beard? Why would you shave it? I don't know. If you don't want to have a beard, if you don't want to have a luscious, rich face forest, then don't, I suppose. I'll take all the ladies. It's all right. I'm not going to save any. I'm just kidding. Mama Swolio's not watching the Mancast. Jeremy Harris Music. Tips to increase ankle mobility in order to deepen my squat. Ankle mobility. Tips, sure. Anterior tibialis, reverse sled, Jefferson curls, Nordic curls. Stretching your calves. Get a calf block stretch. When you're training your calves, make sure you hold the stretch for a couple seconds. Yeah, yoga. It's fantastic. Do ankle circles, but anterior tibialis work is primary, and then do like inversion, eversion. You can do tons of mobility exercises. There's a lot of stuff you can do. Because that's only one thing. So if you want to deepen your squat, you can also put your heels up on a block or get squat shoes in the meantime. Even if you have good ankle mobility, squat shoes with elevated heels are great for squats and hack squats and stuff. I use them depending on my mood. Sometimes I want to use my squat shoes. Sometimes I don't feel like putting them on, or I don't want to use them for whatever reason. But yeah. And don't forget, you can't just increase it. You have to keep on maintaining it. So I would say one of the number one things you can do. Sorry about that. I didn't realize I was there. What was I saying? You could do toe raises, do toe lifts against a wall. It's a great way to work your anterior tibialis, and it's, I would say, the best place to start. Main Marshall says, yeah, I want to grow it, but always give up. So you don't want to grow it. Why would you give up? How do you grow a beard like yours? Don't shave. Don't shave. Right?
Matt Damon.
So if you want to grow it, don't shave, because shaving it is the opposite direction of growing a beard. See? The beard. I'm going to grow it longer again too. I just trimmed it last like 2 weeks ago or whatever it was, but I'm going to let it grow back again. She trimmed it a little bit shorter than I wanted it. Sanely Liviam, 2001. I do work out in the morning and then go to the office from 10 to 6 sitting on a chair. Does it affect my health? Yeah. Everything affects your health. Everything does. Sure. Sitting for 8 hours? Yeah, it absolutely does if you're not balancing it out. It's going to take a lot to balance that out. So if you work out in the morning, make sure you do yoga afterwards. Do yoga and stretching and the couch stretch and all these different things after work. Absolutely affects your health. Go for a walk and do micro mobility during the day. Inside Swole X, you can do one of the chair yoga classes and learn how to do movements when you're at your desk. So, you can get up and go to the bathroom, right? This is what people don't realize. Go to the bathroom, take a 5-minute break, go to the bathroom, do a stretch, do a deep squat, do like a couple reverse Nordics or something, build up to that, whatever stretches, and then come back to work. Move around more, get up, go get some water, come back. Even if it's 30 seconds, it's going to help you getting up and moving. Christian, Papa Solio, how many days a week do you recommend to eat steak, and what else should I eat? We talk a lot about this. What else should I eat? Do the elimination diet, figure out what foods work best for your body. Steak is great. How many days a week do I recommend? As much as you want. You're not going to overdo it. You can eat primarily steak and ground beef. You can mix it up. Ground beef is great. A lot of collagen in that too. So I don't recommend how many days a week. I recommend for most people is more. Most people just need to eat more. Some people don't even eat steak. Shame. Shame for those not eating steak. It's
Shame.
tragedy.
Shame.
Tragedy strikes.
Shame.
Kara, how much water should I drink a day? Depends on your needs. Depends on your body weight. Depends on your energy expenditure. Depends on how much you sweat. If you're in the sauna, do you live in the tropical climate like I do and you're sweating your ass off all the time? Down here, it's like 75, 80 degrees. I'm out in the sun. I'm exercising in the summer. I'm drinking more because I'm losing a lot. I'm going in the sauna. I'm doing all stuff. So start with half your body weight in ounces and go from there. But it's not just water. It's electrolytes. So you shouldn't be drinking straight water, just flat water. You should always have some electrolytes in there. Otherwise, you don't really need the fluid. You don't really need water if you don't need just straight water. So don't forget, water is a transport system. And when you're sweating, you lose mostly sodium. So if you're sweating more, you need more water with sodium in it. So usually when people are thirsty, usually when people are hungry or you're thirsty, you need hydration, which is not physical water only. It's electrolytes. So you need your sodium in the water. And that's going to be about a gram of sodium if you're sweating, right? If you're sweating intensely, that's going to be per pound or a pound of water lost. It's like a gram of sodium. So if you take the amount of water that you have, I forget the ratio. I just know it from doing it. But you want to make sure you're getting enough sodium. And if you're putting salt in your water, like kosher salt or something like that, it's sodium chloride. So to get a gram of sodium, it's like about, 2.5 grams of salt. So if you look on the back of your electrolyte mix, if you have one, it'll say sodium and it'll say chloride. So, yeah. But the number one thing that you lose in sweat, so if you're sweating a lot, you need more sodium. You need to replenish that with water and salt. And if you're cramping a lot, if you're having a lot of cramps, people don't drink enough salt. So you need more salt in your water. It could be magnesium, but most people, it's salt. I did that for a while, a long time ago. I was taking a lot of magnesium and stuff like that, but you'll have like diarrhea or you'll have digestive issues. It's not the magnesium. You can have certain things like eye twitching and restlessness at night. You need, like, magnesium glycinate is great, especially in the evening. But aside from that, you can get plenty from food, and it's mostly sodium that people need. And remember, just think of the counterintuitive, avoid salt. Salt is bad for you. Pfft, biggest scam, biggest lie. Absolute, just completely wrong. AMA DRD, ready for winter. Yeah, ready for winter. What's the temperature today? I'm ready for winter. I'm planting some trees later today, so I'm totally ready. Let's see what we got. What's the temperature today? Well, it's 73 degrees, so it's chilly. By our standards, it's chilly. 73, tomorrow 76, 80, 83, 82, 79. I am ready for winter. I'm ready. I'm ready for winter. 70s. Ooh, I'm ready. I'm ready. I was roasting my nips. I was roasting my nips earlier. Absolutely blasting my tits. I love winter. It's just winter in Florida is summer light. It's just like summer light. Damn right. Don't be jelly. Don't be jelly. You can move. You can move. But Florida's full. Florida's full. So don't move here. Don't move here. Fam, it is time to go BD. All right.
That's deep.
Reminder, yesterday we dropped new releases. New releases. And we have a couple things. Let me just load them up here. We launched Swole Tunes. So now you can pick up Swole Tunes over on papaswolio.com. The first one that we're dropping, we have many more, but we're dropping a bunch of them. Like I said, many more. You're going to see a lot of these. So Swole Tunes now available. Go to swoletunes.com or head on over to papaswolio.com, whatever's easier for you. First one is Let It Grow by ya boy, Papa Swolio. We posted the first video yesterday on Instagram. We have another one that might be posted now or later. We're posting another one shortly, and we got a lot more. So go and check it out, swoletunes.com or papaswolio.com. And you can find all the amazing Let It Grows. Let it grow. Let it grow. Why are you not letting it grow? That's my question. It wants to grow. Let it grow. Let it grow. And then, of course, if you did not know, Monday, December the 29th. So we don't have new releases next week. We might do something small, but the following Monday, we celebrate the new year. We do major drops. So stay tuned for that. You know, it's going to be fire. It's fire every year. We have a lot of cool shit. So stay tuned for that one. That's going to be the big kahuna. And that's Monday, December 29th. Be there. And it's probably going to be nice and solidly 12 noon. Easy to remember. So make sure that you check it out when we go live Monday, the 29th. And we'll talk more about it, of course, as we come up to it. Swole Year release party. Super stoked for that. Always a good time. Always a good time. We start the new year early. Maine Marshall says the real feel got down to single digits in South Carolina a couple days ago. Jesus.
Great Scott!
The temptation to come to Florida grows. I'm telling you. Hey, I grew up in New York, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, and when my great-grandparents lived in Florida, and then my grandparents moved down, I used to come for vacation in the winter in high school, and I never wanted to leave. So when I graduated, I'm like, I do not want to start life and working and stuff up here. So I moved right away. And I've never left, and I have no desire. There's nowhere in the country that is like, well, I could move. Why? The weather sucks. Even in Florida, if you're not in the southern portion of Florida, the rest of it gets cold as shit. So I think people wrongly assume that all Florida is created equal. It's not. It's a long state. You go anywhere north of, I guess, technically South Florida, it is a whole different state. Orlando, cold as fuck. Northern, like Jacksonville or Panhandle, cold as fuck. You'll get snow, you'll get frost, you'll get freezing rain. Not all Florida is Florida. St. Augustine, you go further north, it gets cold. And when you have those cold fronts, most of Florida will be in the cold front. It'll be 40, 50 degrees everywhere in Florida. And then down South Florida will be like 80. So not all Florida is created equal for multiple reasons, for many reasons, but that's something that a lot of people don't know. All right, let's get into it. What we got here?
I better use my strong hand.
This one, let's do the longest one first, just at a default. This one's called Biggest Threat. Let's see what we got here. Biggest Threat. Box? Tell me what is threatening me. I'm curious. I want to be ready. I want to be ready for this threat. Here we go.
The biggest threat to this country isn't undocumented immigrants.
You're right. It's illegal aliens. That's right. There's no such thing as an undocumented immigrant. If you're undocumented, you're illegal and you can get the fuck out. Stop using these communist terms. It's not an undocumented immigrant. Oh, you're here without any papers. Where are your papers? You are here and you're not supposed to be here. You came over on a boat and you just climbed off on the beach. That's you're an undocumented immigrant. Oh, a criminal that broke into the country. Oh, okay. Got it. Okay, let's keep going. We got more. We got more to do.
God damn it, I don't know what it is about your face, but I want to deliver one of these right in your suck hole.
Is there anything I can do to work on that?
No, not really. It's
one more
face.
thing I'm going to say before we continue. Front-facing cameras, you can see what you're recording. I'm just going to put that out there. Just going to float that. When you record a video on your phone, you can see what you're recording. So this individual looked at all this and said, okay, this is how I want to look. This is good. This is normal to me. I'm just going to post this. Just saying, think about this. And when you post something online, it plays for you. You know, you're going to post it on TikTok or something. You can preview the video. So you can actually watch and see what other people are going to see. Again, just saying. Let's continue.
It isn't black people, brown people, people from other countries. The biggest threat to this country is white Christian men and the white Christian women who support the patriarchy.
Oh, man, those women that have children and want to have families. Yeah. Those women that are with strong men that provide for their women. Those women that want to raise children and have a better future for their children. Those women, they support their men. They support the patriarchy. They took their jabs.
Like, that's it.
That's it. That's it. Those white Christian men. That's it. That's it. That's the reason. Methinks it's not. Methinks white Christian men aren't pouring over the border illegally. I mean, not anymore. Yeah, I don't think all those videos from 2020 through 2024, when, the Biden administration or the deep state, whatever you want to call it, was just trying to actively, as quickly as possible, destroy this country. Yeah, I don't think I saw one white person. The whitest people I ever saw crossing were Chinese, military-age Chinese men. So that's the only white people that I saw. I didn't see any Irish. I didn't see any Scottish. I didn't see any, Polish people crossing the border. They all look like Somalian refugees or Mexican or whatever. Whatever. The whitest people you ever saw were military-age Chinese men. So.
Christian men are so scared of being outnumbered over the years as more people who don't look like them continue to expand their families and white people become less and less.
So they just say the quiet part out loud. Oh, great replacement theory. Yeah. Conspiracy theory. It's a conspiracy. But it's a conspiracy.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs
Oh,
gay.
it's a conspiracy.
White men have been the cause of all the problems since the beginning of time.
Soundboard check.
White men have been the cause of all the problems since the beginning of time.
I don't think she has any. You can tell whenever we cover these videos, I know they're all mentally disturbed. So it's like making fun of someone with Down syndrome. Like, it's just, I'm not making fun of, I'm not making fun of 8-year-olds if I drive by a basketball court and I see 8-year-olds playing basketball at recess. I don't be like, Brick, oh, you suck. You suck, Johnny. You fucking suck. That's what it feels like. But hey, since the beginning of time, you could tell has no concept, no idea anything about history. Zero. Zero.
Because white men just think that they are superior to everyone. And that
White men. Oh, look, you have low melanin. You're just superior to everyone, aren't you? Objection. Hearsay. I need that South Park soundboard. Retard alert. I need that one.
Are there any women here today?
That's just not the case. That's just not the case. We are all equal. No one is better than anyone else.
I'm just going to say things that, what else? What else is new? I'm going to say things that most people, we're all equal. In what sense? In what sense? I think the one thing that most people, of course, people that have a 9 to 5, you don't want to say anything online that, this might get me fired because of cancel culture and, all this authoritarian garbage. But no, people are not equal. If anything, since social media has risen to prominence, we have to start having the conversation. And this does not mean that white people or black people or anyone has more rights, more human rights than other people. That's not what I'm saying. You have to have logic and common sense and use the things. People are not equal at all. Have you noticed? Some people don't have brains, meaning they just can't think. They can't do basic math. They have an IQ of a rock. I'm not equal to that person. I'm also not saying that I'm better. I'm not saying that they should be thrown into the water. I'm not saying they should be exterminated. But to say that two people are equal, no one's equal. Everyone's a little bit different. And everyone has different skills. Everyone has different talents. Some people are, they're just going to do basic jobs. That's fine. That's valuable. It's very valuable. I'm not saying, and this is not to say that you can't be productive in society. That's the point. But there are roles for people that can't do I can't do complex mathematics. I'm not sending rockets to fucking Mars. I'll leave that to Elon Musk and other geniuses that are obsessed with that. Okay? So you're not equal. No one's equal. With human rights, sure. No one's better just based off, skin color and stuff like that. But it's really how productive you are to society. If you're someone who's a drain on society, that sounds like this person is, just, you're evil, and white people are bad, and the patriarchy. You're not providing value to society. And again, I'm not saying that you should be thrown off a cliff, but you should be productive. You should stop talking and start producing value for society. and stop complaining online. That's what I'm saying. If everyone was literally equal, then it'd be boring as shit. We'd all be wearing, you know, the same little uniforms. It'd look like Star Trek. Everyone's wearing like a silver jumpsuit. But we're not all equal. And that's the beauty of it. That's why we've advanced, because you have some people that excel in different areas. You know? But, you know, we're selling people down a river too with the bullshit education system, because you have a lot of people that are, we're saying that everyone has a specific set of skills that they can be productive to society. But then you have people doing gender studies, and that's no value to society. So then you have people learning, quote, skills, getting in debt, and they can't produce anything for society. So then they're angry. They're told that everyone's against them, that all the races and all the men are evil men and feminism. And then they graduate. Instead of realizing they got scammed and changing their ways, they just parrot back what they were told to parrot back. Hey, answer this on your test and you'll get a good grade. Okay, cool. You passed. You owe us 200 grand. Okay, here, we'll put you in a job. And like, well, there's no jobs. Yeah, no one wants to hire some racist Marxist anymore. They never should have. Pretty much it's all HR departments. HR departments ruined corporate life. I think HR literally injected communism into every single business. And then the legal structure wraps around it. So you literally have like a authoritarian state within the government and within all the businesses. And, you know, it's like it's relative or akin to the telescreen from 1984. It's not really a screen. Yeah, we have our phones and that's like the direct, like, oh, it's a telescreen. Like, yeah, obviously you have a phone and stuff, but it's like the HR departments. You have, you know, big brothers watching. It's HR. You can't fucking say anything. You can't say hi to a woman. She's like, he talked to me in the hallway. I'm offended. Anyway, let's continue. There's 19 seconds left of this shit.
And furthermore, many of you seem to believe that America, the United States of America, is a Christian nation. It is not.
It sure as hell was.
It is not.
It sure as hell was.
It is a nation with Christians in it, but not everyone has to be Christian.
And then no kidding. No shit. All right. Do I have to even talk about that? Yeah, it is a Christian nation, and it was built upon those principles, and you could see it everywhere. Oops. Sorry, I turned off my monitor. You could see it everywhere. Well, not everyone has to be Christian. Oh, you don't say. Freedom of religion. Cool. And to be honest, that's probably one of the biggest problems in our country is the fact that we promoted that and then pretended like that was a virtue signal. And that's what people did. You know, they missed the point. They missed the point of the Constitution and everything. And of course, I do think you have freedom of religion and beliefs and freedom to think and to speak. Of course. But we all know that allowing just millions and millions of people that have no business being in our country, just flooding and just copy and pasting people from other countries and completely different cultures into our country. That's why you have an absolute fucking disaster. You can't just do that. You can't just do that. If you ever mixed anything in chemistry, you ever done anything where you change like 100%, it doesn't work well. Sometimes you have to add a little bit and then add a little bit and then add a little bit. It's not always the best option. You know, if people immigrate here legally and they're providing value to the country, like, oh man, we have a scholar, we have someone who's really great at inventing stuff, and I'm going to go to America so I can have the freedom to create and to use my brilliance. Cool. Come on over. You can provide a lot for our country. Come on in. We have great schools, and then you can get, you know, start a business and it could be an amazing, successful thing. Cool. I really want to be an American. I really love the Bill of Rights. I really want to be a part of the culture. Cool. And you prove it, then you get to come in. Like, it's not, why is it so complicated? You don't have a right just to come in. You don't have a right to be here just because you want to be here. That's just the most fucking insane shit I've ever heard in my life. And anyone with a rational brain or 3 brain cells to rub together knows that that's insane. It's insane. Oh, I want to be there. Okay, cool. You could want whatever you want. You could want things. It doesn't, you wanting something is not a debt to myself and to my future children or future generations. That's not a debt that I have to pay. You want something? Cool story, Hansel. It doesn't matter what you want. That's not fair. That's your opinion. What has to be fair? This is our fucking country, and you do what you're told if you want to come in. And if you don't want to do what you're told, then stay in your own fucking country. But I don't like it here. Then fucking follow the rules. But I don't want to follow the rules. Then fucking stay there. But that's racist. It's like showing up to a store and it's closed on Sundays, but I don't want it to be closed. I want to go in anyway. No, we're closed on Sundays, but I'm going in. You break in, you get arrested. No one's gonna question that. I guess some people will. Oh, he didn't steal more than $1,000, so he gets out for free. He gets out free. No bail. Just let him go. Let him go. All right. We got another one. We'll take the longer one for... no, let's do that last. No, that one's going to break my brain, so we'll do that one last. This one's called Fat Phobia Has a Name.
What's in the box?
Has a name. Fat Phobia has a name. His name is Robert Paulson. That's his name.
It's not motivation. It's not concern. It's fat phobia. It's weight stigma and shame dressed up as health. It be the skinny people that don't go to the gym, smoke cigarettes, drink Coca-Cola, eat microwave dinners, that always got something to say, calling somebody unhealthy because they're...
You are unhealthy. God, your fucking nails, your septum, your nose piercing. You're unhealthy. Not to mention the toxic dyes that's in your hair. You're unhealthy. I'm saying it to your face. You're unhealthy. What next?
Big. How? Bookie Bear, you're unhealthy. The only difference is our body types are different. And I actually eat healthy.
No, you don't. You don't look like that if you're eating healthy. Our body types are different. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Are you an endomorph? You're an endomorph? No, you just don't end the Twinkies going in your face hole.
Work out. Isn't that crazy? Forever.
No.
And I actually eat healthy. I
You don't.
actually work out.
You actually work out and eat healthy. I'll take things that aren't true for 1,000, Alex. I would love to see what your nutrition's like. I would love to see what your workouts are like. If you exercise and work out, then what the fuck are you doing? Just saying. If you're telling me that you eat healthy and you work out, I want to know what the fuck you think eating healthy and working out is. I want to know exactly what you do because I call bullshit. I call bullshit. I'm not saying you don't go to the fucking gym. I'm not saying you don't think you eat healthy. I believe it. I believe it. People believe a lot of dumb stuff. But I will say the top 10 things that you would say, what does this person look like she does? Top 10. Eating healthy and exercising ain't on the list. That's all I'm going to say about that. I'll take something else in a couple seconds. But for right now, that's all I'm going to say.
Isn't that crazy?
And another
Forever seeing comments on my beautiful big girls at the gym and some dusty person making a comment about them being fat. Sir, you wrote that while sitting on your couch. Tired of horrible human beings. Stop letting physical appearance get to your head because you're dying inside. Your soul is dark. You don't uplift. You talk down on people. Keep grinding, people. Keep pushing.
I have contained my rage for as long as possible, but I shall unleash my fury upon you like the crashing of 1,000 waves! Begone, vile man! Begone from me! I am untethered and my rage knows no bounds!
All right. Sorry for the ear holes. That was painful. Let's keep it moving, fam. Let's keep it moving. Keep it going. Let's keep it moving. It's all right. It's okay. It happens. It happens. You know, it's balls deep. You know, when the nuts go on the chin, you know, it's going to be a little bit uncomfortable, a little salty, a little vinegary. It happens, but we'll fix it. We'll fix it. Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. It's going to 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 be fine.
Well, I could be wrong.
It's going to be fine.
But I believe diversity is an old wooden ship that was used during the Civil War era.
Mark says we need a puppy break. I could not agree more, fam. We have a Swole card. It is Swole Tunes. Drop it in the comments down below for a chance to win today's Swole card. And we have Rufus the Tainty Man. Let me give him a big smack on his jumbles. Good boy. There you go. There you go. Doesn't even give a shit. Is he alive? There we go. There you go. All right. Well, I'm not going to do it to her. Whack, whack, whack. They give 0 fucks. All right, we got one more. This is called Wide Date Trans. I'm saying it out loud just because. Oof. Damn. Holy shit. Okay. Let's do it.
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
Why date trans? Well, if you like penis.
Here are some reasons why you should be dating trans women.
What the fuck is that?
Here are some reasons why you should be dating trans women. We don't have any periods, which means...
Oh my God. Jesus fucking Christ. We don't. You should date trans. We don't have any periods. I wonder why. Until you get fucked in the... You're bleeding because you got fucked in the ass. That's your period. That's your period LARPing. You do realize that some of these mentally insane people, they shove ketchup packets or like, you know, red dye up their asshole to like make it feel like a period. Oh, fuck, man.
Mr. Strickland.
which means no hormonal moments when we're in. We don't have any periods, which means no hormonal moments when we're super moody, and no need to have gaps in the month when we don't get naughty. Also,
you keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
that means no pregnancy scares, which is great.
You're a man. You're a man. No preggy, you're a man. You're a man. You're a man. Dick. You got a dick. You have a dick. You have a penis.
Because dickens?
Which also means no need to use protection, if you know what I mean. We more than likely have a few similar interests, as we are still in touch with our masculine side, which will never...
I'm glad we kept playing it. That's fucking great. As we're both in touch with our... You have a cock and balls. As we're still in touch with our masculine side. I wonder why. I wonder why you're in touch with your masculine side. Is it because you have a cock? You know what? I almost wasn't going to play these videos because I'm sick of this fucking, the mentally, I'm tired of the mental insanity. I'm tired of these people. That's why I like doing the Swole Fam post, but it's fun. It's like, oh, what the fuck are we watching here? Sometimes it's new. Sometimes there's something really trending and whatever. I'm glad we played this. This is really disturbing. This is like a different level of disturbing.
You know what I mean? We more than likely have a few similar interests, as we are still in touch with our masculine side, which will never go away. For example, I love video games, and I love sports. I love playing basketball. I love watching football, and that will never ever leave me. So if you want a sporty girl who's into the same things,
and that will never leave me, just like my penis and my Y chromosome, and that will never leave me. Yeah, just like your dick. I'm a sporty girl. How do you say this with a straight face? How do you really say this with a straight face? It is impressive, I'll be honest.
you can play video games with, look no further. This one's quite controversial, but we are great drivers. We know how to drive a car.
%60 of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
You know what they say, women drivers. And last but not least, we will never ever be close-minded because we've been through such a lot ourselves that being close-minded is not an option. So most trans women are open-minded, kind queens who you can tell just about anything to and it won't faze them. Mwah.
That last part was unnecessary. What the fuck is with that? That was wild.
Are there any women here today?
Woo! All right. That was impressive. That was impressive.
A newt.
Your soft, flat triangle that the world never zooms in on.
Your soft triangle that the world never zooms in on. You don't have to zoom in on that fucking hog. You know she's packing. You know, or she. Let's see, look. You know he is packing. She cannot pack. Because it's not as... What was that movie? Oh, it was Mrs. Doubtfire. That's what we watched recently. It was like, he's a she-she, she's a she-he, he's a she-he. When he finds out that it's his dad, when it's Robin Williams. He's a she-she, she's a she-he, he's a she. Oh, fuck, what a great movie. What a great movie. Can't make that movie today. Add that to the list. It's a great movie. It still holds up. It's a great movie. It's a great movie. I used to live on the street, the same, like the Harvey Fierstein, his gay brother who talks like this. You know, the one that does all his makeup. Yeah, he was. I remember this is like a long time ago. I remember went trick-or-treating to his house, nice house. And it was, my mom was like, that was the guy from Mrs. Doubtfire. What? I just want candy. All right. Let's see what we got here. We got a throwback. Ooh, this one's bad, but we're going to do a Swole card first. So fam, before we do, reminder, we have awesome stuff going on over at papaswolio.com. Shameless plug. It's shameless plug time. You know how we do. Buy one, get one, 50% off. You can see right at the top, home new releases, Swole Tunes. We got the brand new Swole Tunes, ASTs. Check it out. We got all the best sellers. Sure, you can go and get a bestseller. If you don't have a bestseller right now, I don't know. I don't know what you're doing here. I'm sure most of you have at least one or two of these bestsellers. Make sure you post a review picture. By the way, at the bottom of the page, you can't see it because it's cut off right now, but Swolio Rewards. Make sure you sign up for the Swolio Rewards. Make sure you're collecting those points. Sign up all your previous orders. If you use the same email, you'll get all those points. And it's very important that you log in and get access to that because we are increasing the bonuses and we're adding to the rewards and how you can redeem. So make sure that you go and get that locked in. We also have It's a Wonderful Lift. We got the Swoler Express. Great new designs. Fan-fucking-tastic. We have the Merry Swole Mist that we just dropped. So all the holiday merch, new releases, check it all out. All the new releases here, those were the holiday designs, Swoler Express, It's a Wonderful Lift, the Plaid Merry Swole Mist, the ugly Christmas sweatshirts. The new one, All I Want for Christmas, is Sick Fucking Gains. Christmas Gymcation. Fuck your candy canes, of course. The Let It Grow. We'll do it again. We're going to do the Let It Grow again because I just promoted it. And if you want to check out the Swole tunes, first drop is the Let It Grow. And we did just talk about that a little while ago. So it's available over, you go to swoletunes.com, or you can just go to Papa Swolio and click on Swole Tunes. And if you missed it yesterday, it's on Instagram. Make sure you go and like every single video that you see on that. Appreciate the support. Let's play the Swole Tunes. And this is, of course, available. And yeah, here we go. Go check it out. Use it as a ringtone or an alarm, and your phone's going to ring out of nowhere. And people are gonna be like, what the fuck is that? Where'd you get that from? It's $4.99. It's the same price as our classic Swole tunes. So go check it out. And this is the first of many. So go check it out. Swoletunes.com. That was actually my voice. I know. People don't know I got pipes. Papa's got pipes. Papa's got pipes, baby. That's how we do it. That's how we do it, baby. That's how we do it. Come on. Game time, baby. It's game time. Fucking 2026 is going to be an absolute fuck fest, man. It's coming down to it. All right, Swole card time. Where is it? Swole Tunes. Figures. All right, we got Swole Tunes right here. Make sure you drop that hashtag. Here we go. Swole Tunes. Got him. Hey, got you. Suckers. Sorry, Pinks. All right, here we go. Swole Tunes time. Falcon. Let's go. Let the music makes you lose control. Scroll. She is tired. Scrolling. Is anyone dropping this hashtag? Scroll, stop. Fam, disappointed. I'm disappointed. I don't see it. I know someone dropped it. We got one. All right, landed on it. Today's winner is Miss Melissa Ann. Congratulations. Hey, ooh.
Congratulations.
I'll take that one. I'll take it. I think I'm not promoting it as much. If you don't drop the hashtag on one of the platforms, I can't see. You got to drop it because I scroll and I stop it. You know, you have like the boom. I need to see it. Miss Melissa Ann dropped it. I saw Cerny. I just didn't land on it. I do it honestly. This is straight up. You can't win if you don't play. Sometimes they're earned. Sometimes someone has an awesome fucking post and you're like, you get the Swole card. And we all know, we're like, all right, this person earned it. They just had an awesome post. It's awesome, you know? But sometimes it's just the luck of the draw. You got to play. You can't win if you don't play. Better odds than the lottery. Much better odds. Email us, support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 3512 in the subject. Your mailing address in the body of the email. They buy it with Bitcoin. Hey, you send me Bitcoin, you can have a Swole card. We're going to be doing something where it's only available to be purchased with sats. So, hey, you can only get a Swole card if you pick up some sweet merch. You need those Swolio rewards. All right, you won the card, Melissa, but do you have enough rewards in your account? If not, we can't let you have the card. No, I don't want to hear it. Nope. Shame. Can't have the card unless you have...
And my existence, while grotesque and incomprehensible to you, saves lives.
Here we go. Let's do it. Let's do it. Throwback time. Throwback. I got it here. I got it here. I got it. Ooh, Maine Marshal. Congratulations. I have 17 pounds of grass-fed steak coming tomorrow. Eating good. Your beard's going to come back in no time. So up that steak and stop shaving, for fuck's sake. Stop shaving. Come on, man. Come on, man. It's the year of the beard. It's always the year of the beard. If you want a beard, let it grow. I have a song. I have the song for you. This is about beards. Let it grow, let it grow. You don't want your face to look like a chode. Let it grow, so you don't look like a butthole. Throw away the razor. Whatever. Let it grow, baby. Let it grow. Yes, sir. Let it grow. Next year, he's gonna look like Sun Tzu. Not Sun Tzu, Shang Tsung. What's the difference? They're all the same. They all look the same. No. Shang Tsung. Finish him. Fatality. You lose. That's Street Fighter. Whatever. I need the Mortal Kombat soundboards. That's the remix. That's the remix. All right, what we got here? Throwback. Did the sound. Did that. Here we go. Throwback time.
I hate being in a bigger body. Good luck to you. Yeah, okay. So, stop fucking projecting your own fucking insecurities onto someone who does not feel the same way.
You sure about that?
Just because you hated your body when you were fat doesn't mean that every single other fat person in the entire fucking fat world thinks the same way as you.
You sure about that?
I clearly do not hate my body. I clearly do not hate myself. So yes, thank you for the good luck, even though you don't mean it in a nice way.
How do you avoid negative comments on social media? You don't. Stop posting. You don't fucking post.
Shut up, bitch!
The beauty of the internet is that it's going to call you out. Dead on, younger Papa Swole.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Dead on, younger Papa Swole. Fucking nailed it. Nailed it. Fam, thanks for being here. We'll see you tomorrow for 3513. Hit the like button on the way out. Subscribe, share it with your friends. Thanks for being here. And of course, join us over at swolenormousx.com to get access to all of our programs, master classes, Swole TV, private live streams. We got a lot of stuff coming, so make sure you join the fam today and check out our entire yoga studio, archive. Everything is over there, swolenormousx.com, Swolenormous app. Make sure you post up in the community, and we'll share your posts on an upcoming episode, all that stuff. And of course, papaswole.com. Buy one, get one fitty. And we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for being here, Beaches. Peace, McGee's, Deuce, Magoose, ya boy, Papa Swolio. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, you. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. Our topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons out closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no ollies, you children popping.